Lois. Welcome to Robert Fierro Tarot Readings with Bobby. Tonight we have Kristen LOUISE from Kristen LOUISE Tarot with us. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people with us. I didn't realize there were two other shows going on of people we know.
Yeah, yeah. So it might be a brief live tonight. So
yeah, it'll give us a chance to BS and just talk about different topics. We were talking backstage about I asked what is the most difficult thing with your spirituality, and we both came down to the topic of there are periodic times when we have crisis of faith, which hey Ange, how you doing? Hi Ange, hi Alexis, Nancy, Heather. Yeah, even as people who are non-Christians, as we are, have crisis of faith. Just because we're spiritual doesn't mean we're superheroes and rock solid in our convictions. We get challenged just like the rest of the world. For me, this whole recent thing with the elections in the States that tipped me into the bad place. That pushed me into why is this happening? I'm going to lose my Medicare now. I'm not going to be able to afford my medication. I'm not going to be able to go to the doctors. You're taking away my Social Security. That's how I pay my rent. So it was a brief period of a week when I just lost it. I was like, how could you do this to me? How? And that was very arrogant to me. First of all, they didn't do it to me. All right, this has happened, and I've been working on just dealing with it. This is the reality. How are you going to respond to it properly? So, what drives you into crisis?
just my own ruminations, my own, and loss of community is what did it for me recently. I was very much into Norse paganism. That was my primary home. And I had a community, a small community, and I was the chief of the group. And it fell apart. It fell apart, and one of the guys just ghosted us. And so losing that community made the gods go silent. So yeah,
that's the thing. When you suddenly feel that silence, that's disturbing.
Yes.
Because I have my altar. I talk to the gods throughout the day. I ask that I serve properly. I work with my tarot and tarot clients, which I rely heavily on the gods and their wisdom. And sometimes it just feels like there's nothing there, which is scary as all hell. I think I sent a message to Ken Payne about this, that sometimes I feel like she's pulled away from me, and it is scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When that happens, I have to tell myself, stop being a fucking nutcase. I have to make myself crawl out of a pit. And that's the visualization I have, that I am in a hole right now. So I have to visualize myself crawling out of that hole back into reality. I am not the center of the universe, and I have to remember that. Once I accept that, things get easier. I work very hard to keep balance in my life. And when I lose balance, it really throws me.
Well, I mean, the political climate is horrific. It's absolutely horrific. And how, like I tell myself, how can I spend time on these spiritual things when I should be doing something else. Like, I feel like I should be doing something else. And so I poo-poo it. But I really shouldn't. I shouldn't, because that's what's going to ground me. So
grounding is so important. Ground yourself, cleanse yourself, work with your chakras. And yes, we are going to be doing readings tonight. So if you could please, anybody watching, if you want a reading, put #me, and we will get to the readings in just a short bit, okay? #me. All right. Yeah. When I'm in that state, I can't work. I can't do tarot if I'm off balance, because that's all about aligning myself properly and using that to do readings. I can't do that. When I had COVID and the flu, couldn't work. So I was out of work for like 3 weeks. And then on the, that came right after the political climate all went verklempt, and we're deep in it now. We are deep in it. Yeah. So I'm trying to surf. I'm trying to surf it and write it out and just be there for other people who need my help. That's what I keep telling myself. You got to pull your shit together, because other people are going to need to talk to you. So so let's go ahead and take Anne's question.
Okay.
Anne, did you have I guess do you see a romantic relationship with Leo? Our communication is very little now. We could read that for you. Let me see how to word this properly. All right. I'm going to take a look at your prospects over the next few months romantically. Okay? We're not going to get all into it with a specific person. First hit that I'm getting is that this is somebody you've been interested in for a while. Okay. Okay, here's what I got for you. Oh, it is somebody you've been interested for quite a while. Okay. I did a 3-card for you, a simple past, present, future. Okay, and the first card that I drew for you is, let me hold this up for you, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm using the Tarot Mucha deck tonight for you. Did I miss Joanne? Hey, Joanne, how you doing? I didn't see you there, boo-boo. In the past, the Page of Pentacles upside down. This is something that didn't grow, a seed that didn't develop properly. This may be somebody you had a run-in with that just didn't latch on at the time. Okay? So, in the present, we have the 10 of Cups upside down. This is the Happy Ever After card. And it's upside down. So right now, that relationship is still not connecting. Okay, there's that connection that's not happening. The final card I drew for you, dear, is a positive card for you. This is the Empress. This is all about sensuality, love, abundance, fertility. It's ruled by the planet Venus, and it's right side up. So this says in the future, within the next couple months, you should be meeting or coming into contact with somebody who is right for you, whether it's this person or another person. Within the next 3 months, I see you having that connection. Okay. Whether it's that person, I couldn't tell you right now. All I can tell you is for you, good things happening. Kristen, what do you got, love?
Hey, so I did 3 cards, 3 tarot cards, and an oracle card. And so I got, for the first card, I got the King of Wands. And to me, this tells me that you've had a lot of passion. Like you've had a lot of emotions, a lot of passion, and you've always been very committed. At least recently, you've been very committed to this desire to connect with someone else. And the second card I got was the Ace of Pentacles. And so I think presently you're at that point where you are ready to plant the seeds. You are ready to do the groundwork, to work on yourself, get yourself ready for whatever's to come down the line. Yeah. And then for the future, I got 6 of Wands. And 6 of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of celebrating your successes, but it's a card of action as well. So you're not going to be able to find, a person that you connect with without actually taking some active steps towards that. But I see that if you do that, then you are going to meet someone. And I don't know if it's this person. It could be. It might be someone else. I'm not seeing him here, though. I'm not seeing him here. And the oracle card I got was Worthy Heart, You Are Enough. So I think, okay, this is a card of self-love. It's a card of owning your worth, saying you're not going to take just scraps. Don't take the scraps that someone else offers you. You are worth more than that. So, random texts where someone just like half ghosts you, or someone that hems and haws, or doesn't show the same passion as you. Don't settle for scraps. That's the reading I have. So.
She says, I don't want others. I want him. That's painful when we have our hearts set on one person. And
yes.
So I feel for you, my love. But know this, that any relationship you get into, you have to go into with an open heart. So good luck to you, boo-boo.
Yeah, don't let your fixation on this guy blind you to other opportunities.
Exactly. That's why I was saying I'm seeing the possibility for love coming up for you in the next couple months. Don't skip over it because you're too focused on this other guy. Okay. I think that was the only one who put a me in. Anybody have a question? I was making fun of myself backstage with Kristen because I have bifocals. I have to go like this to read. I feel like a Pez dispenser every time I do that. Okay, Joanne, here we go for you. And anybody that wants a question, just put hashtag me, please. Joanne, would you like me to use oracle cards for you or tarot cards? I'm thinking. No response yet. Oracle. I got him in my hand. Okay. Well, Kristen, don't you have an oracle deck?
I do.
Can you tell us about it real quick?
Sure. I got the Star Rune Oracle, which is a deck that I created based on the Elder Futhark and astronomical, heavenly bodies. So if you, it's upside down. So you can find it on Make Playing Cards. That's Star Rune Oracle. So yeah, that's one of the decks I'll be using for this reading.
Cool. Yeah, and when she says the Elder Futhark, we're talking runes here, and I believe there's 3 cards for each rune, right?
Yes.
I'm ordering it because that sounds like a wonderful way to learn the runes. I'm seriously still working on it.
It's a good introduction. Definitely, it's a good introduction to.
I can't latch on to it. I could latch on to astrology, the Hebrew letters, but I'm having trouble with this. And how can I move on to? Oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. The Chinese line, the I Ching. How can I learn the I Ching? And because I have a list that I'm going down, and I can't skip over runes. I have to finish them before I move on to I Ching. So it's frustrating me. Let's do Joanne.
Okay.
Joanne. So much to learn in tarot.
Absolutely. I'm still learning. I'm still a baby.
Well, I'm not a baby, and I still feel like a baby. And it's a never ending. All right, Maureen, I see you. Okay. So here's what I got for you. The first card I drew is I didn't think I'd be saying this so quick in the evening. The first card I drew for you is Winter. And this card means the sacredness of pausing. Think 4 of Swords. Think Hermit energy. Okay? This is a card basically saying calm your tits. Alright, slow down. Not just that. As you slow down and pause, use the energy of the Hermit. Reevaluate everything. Take stock of what's happening in your life. All right. Unless we take periodic pauses in our life, things can get away from us. We let things slide. So just pause and take a look at everything. That coupled with the next card, which is the Cauldron. I'm using the Halloween Oracle for those who didn't recognize it. This is all about healing and synergy. Think temperance, okay? Taking the things in your life, bringing them together to create one perfect thing. This is saying that there's healing that needs to happen in your life, and that's not going to happen until you stop. Hammer time. Until you stop and relax and just reevaluate everything. Third card I have for you is the Jack-o'-lantern, which is about protection. Okay, Jack-o'-lanterns, we light them at Halloween to protect us from wayward spirits, right? This is saying protect yourself. So add these 3 together, and what's our sentence? Winter. Calm your tits. Slow down. Take a inventory of what's happening to the world around you. Synergy, Cauldron, healing. Take that time, heal yourself. And then the Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Stop, heal, protect. All right, that is what Spirit wants you to know now. Kristen, over to you.
Okay. So I pulled from the Prairie Majesty Oracle and the Star Rune Oracle. So the first card that I got for the Prairie Majesty is the question that is being asked is what is mending? So it's the heal card. So there's something that needs to be healed. There's something that you're working on, something that that is weighing on you, that definitely needs tending to. And so the Star Rune Oracle, the first card I got was Hagalaz, Hunker Down. This is a card. Hagalaz is relates back to the word hail. You know, like what comes down from the sky. You know, the ice that's falling down from the sky. That's what Hagalaz, originates from. And so this card is telling you that you need to weather the storm, that you need to pull together, pull into yourself, reserve your energy. And when things get chaotic, when things feel like they're getting to be too much, center yourself. You need to center yourself. And the next card I got, related to that, I got Othala, which is the home card. This is a card of homestead, ancestry, sacred space, where you can call home, basically. So I think this is saying that you need to create a safe space for yourself. That if you don't feel safe at home, find somewhere else to create home, that home feeling. But if it is, if you have just a moment, I don't know how busy your schedule is, what your finances are, what space you have, but this is saying to not take it, don't forget the gifts that come with having a sacred space, a safe space, I should say, someplace that you can feel safe. The third card I got was Gabo, a generous spirit. Now, this is a card of giving, of sharing, but it's also a card of reciprocity. Don't give more than you get. Like, I know that it's good to give. It's good to, share and to not do it with the understanding that you're going to get something back. Like, I'm not saying it's that kind of intentionality to it. This is just about reserving your energy. Don't give and give and give from an empty cup. So I think this is saying you have a generous spirit. You do. You have a generous spirit. You're open to sharing, if not physical things, then your emotional and spiritual energy that you're willing to share with other people. And I think this is saying take a little step back. Don't give too much if you're not able to. Don't exhaust yourself serving other people, because that's not going to serve them in the long run. So you need to take care of yourself. So that's the reading I have.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Calm down. Slow your roll. Examine everything. I love it. Healing is a big part of your journey right now. So take the time and heal properly before moving forward. All right. Next up on our hit parade, and anybody who wants a question to push #me. I almost said #bong. So, Paul Roberts, you still here, bro? His question is, will my finances improve this year? At work, you're in retail sales. You don't want to move. Thank you. Okay. Paul, are you here? Okay, well, let's just take that off. And if you come back, let me know you're here, Paul, please. As it stands, Joanne. Did we do Joanne? We didn't do Joanne.
She's the one we just did, isn't it? Isn't she?
No. We just did Maureen.
Oh, I thought we did Joanne. No, we did Joanne. What does spirit
We
want me
did
to do
Joanne.
now?
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We
right,
have to do
then.
Maureen.
Now we have to do Maureen. Gosh, I hate this. I need to figure out how to do that little thing where you put the hashtag in. But I can't do a screen share on my tablet. So that's why I don't use it.
I have no clue even how. So.
Yeah, we just read Joanne. Okay, my bad. All right. And that means Maureen. Maureen, Maureen, Maureen. Maureen, are you here, my love? She's probably watching one of the other shows. That, like you say, there's two other of our colleagues on right now. Hi, Ninny. How you doing? Glad you could join us. Okay, Maureen's here. Ninny, if you want a question, just put hashtag me. Melissa, it works. If you want a question, put hashtag me, and then put your question after that, okay? All right, so Maureen, I'm gonna leave your name up there so I know who the hell I'm working with. I'm not smoking anything tonight, Joanne. That's the problem. I took a micro hit before we started, but I can't function when I'm sober. Oh my God. All right. So
Are we using Oracle or Tarot?
Yeah, Maureen, would you like an oracle or a tarot, please? For your guides. For your guides. You know what? I'm going to use this deck because I haven't used it before. This will be the first time I've used this deck in a reading. How fun. It's a pip deck, that's why I don't...
She says Oracle.
Save me from using the pip deck. Okay. Two of my favorite cards. Awesome. And yes, I'm using the Halloween deck because for me, Halloween is every day. Okay, so, Maureen, here's what I got for you, boo-boo. The first card I drew for you is Lady de los Muertos, which means acceptance and equality. This is Lady Death, and she comes for all of us, right? This is saying things change. We're all human. We're all the same. Yeah, you are special. I see that, Shiva. You have two of my favorite cards. The card of change. This is saying things are about to change for you. Accept what's happening and accept that change comes for everybody. All right. This is kind of the card that I've been meditating with recently. Life is not targeting us. Okay, life is just happening. Don't take it personally when change happens. All right. The next card up for you is the werewolf card. I love this card! I do. My very first Halloween costume I remember ever was as a werewolf, and I was running down the street as a little 5-year-old. It was so much fun. This is about exploring wildness, exploring your wild side. All right, get a little crazy. Get wild. Do something you've always wanted to do, but never could bring yourself to do it. This is saying, do it. Do it. Do it good. Do it hard. Explore your wild side. because you are stronger than people realize. This is the skeleton, and it means strength. This is bare bones strength. This is you. You're a strong woman, not pushed over easily. Explore your wild side and just be yourself. Explore who Maureen is, and now's the time. If you want to make a change, now's the time to do it. Kristen?
Okay, so the first card I pulled was from the Reclaim Oracle, and I got resentment. So I think what this card is saying is don't let the toxicity of other people, whether in your present or someone from your past, build up inside you. Don't let that resentment eat away at you, because it's not going to serve you. So whether it's someone in your life right now that you are, dealing with, on a daily basis, or there's someone from your childhood, perhaps, that maybe you're still holding on to some feelings about. It's saying to, try to relax a little around those feelings. It's not saying that whatever they do is okay. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying that it's okay for you to move on, to not let them have that power over you. So your mom, okay. Yeah. So yeah, your mom, don't let the toxicity that she has brought into your life dictate how you live your life. So the next card I got was Daga's, which is start anew. And so Daga's relates back to the day. So there's a whole new day. So no matter what happens, there's always a new tomorrow. You could always pick up and start over. So if you have made mistakes, if you've had bad relationships, bad relationship with your mother, this is saying that you have the power to move on, to wake up the next day and decide, this is the life I'm going to lead, and I'm not going to let her have control over that. And so the next card I got was Sowilo, which relates to the sun. And it's conquer the darkness. And so don't let that darkness, it seems to be a repeating message that don't let other people have power over you. Don't let your mother's toxicity have power over you. When things get dark, when the weight of her and your relationship with her gets to a dark place, this is saying turn on the light. Even it could be literally light a candle. Find that peace, that center peace, that core within yourself that lights you up. So to light you up, to find something that takes you out of that darkness. The third card I got was Yira, unfurl. And I think what this is saying is that you are going to become a new woman. And that may sound drastic, but you have the power to become the woman that you want to become. You have the power to move your life in the direction that you want it to go. And you get to grow. You get to grow, you get to mature, you get to evolve. So work with your own evolution is what I'm getting from that card. And so I was called to pull another card from the Inner Child Oracle. And I got disappointment is not the end. There's hope even in the darkest of nights. So that's the message from your inner child, to say, turn on the light. There's hope even when things get hard. So that's the reading that I have for you.
That's beautiful. So check this out. Something you said made me think about how I know. Oh, you said you were called to pull another card. Somebody asked me one time, what does it feel like? How do you know you're being called to something? For me, it's like hearing and then nothing. It's that feeling of it has to be done. It has to be done. Okay, that's the feeling I get.
Right? Yeah. It's like this compulsion.
Compulsion.
Just redirects my attention to something.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, so what do we got?
I think Nibby.
That was Maureen. Well, we got Paul. Paul ever come back? Did Paul come back? And if not Paul, we're going to go on to Ninny.
Yeah, he was there a little bit ago. At 8:27, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, Paul, you're up. Paul, what was your question? And would you like tarot cards or oracle cards, my friend? This Halloween deck is an awesome deck.
Is his financial situation going to?
Oh, yeah. Financial.
Sales? Yeah.
I
want to move.
Okay. Let's check you out, Paul. I'm going to go ahead and use oracle cards for you. You're welcome, Maureen. And anybody watching that wants a question, put hashtag me and put your question on, okay? So, first card. Second card. All right. Let me make sure I pull up the question for you. Paul, is this the first time I've read for you? I think it is. All right. The first card I drew for you is the Medusa card. And this card symbolizes injustice. So, my first thought when this question is involved is that there's something at your work which is preventing you from advancing. I'm thinking something is unfair towards you. Basically, things aren't going in the way you want them to, in the manner you want them to. Okay, so there's an injustice surrounding you. So I'm guessing probably the finances won't improve if things remain how they are. The next card I drew for you, though, is the card of the Kushi. And this card symbolizes focus. This is a fairy dog, basically, the Kushi. It's all about focus. So please. Oh, sorry, I was reading somebody else's comment. This is the answer. If you can buckle down, bring your focus in, and truly give it your all, then I see things improving for you. It's a matter of somehow hello, Ramon. How you doing? It's a matter. Hi, Charlie. It's a matter of loyalty. The next card I drew for you is Mithras, and this is about proving yourself. So apparently somebody has... I'm going to tell you what I feel. All right, you take it however you choose. I'm feeling like somebody's saying things that are preventing your advancement. Falsities are being said about you. You need to crush that. And if you're all in, I see things improving for you. Kristen, what do you have?
Okay. So the first card that I got, I did both tarot and oracle. I got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very practical. She knows finances. She knows how to run a home. She is, someone who's very skilled with people. So I'm thinking what this card is saying is there's something having to do with managing people. I don't know if you're in management, but this says to me either there is an issue with management, or you're in management, and that's what you're struggling with. Let me know if I'm on to either of those. The second card I got was the High Priestess, and that confused me a little. I wasn't exactly sure how to read it. So I got the High Priestess, and so my thought was wisdom. There's some information that you need. There's some information that you're lacking. And so I pulled a clarifier for that card, what information are you lacking? Well, I got the King of Pentacles. So this is a card of mastery. A mastery, Pentacles is about finances. So this is about mastery over your finances, over your job, your career. So there's information you're missing about how to move forward, that you need to get, you need to research. And then I got the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. It's a card of achievement. It's a card of action. We got this earlier. So I think what this is saying is you need to act. Don't just let life happen to you. You happen to your life. So in order to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to put in the work. You need to network. You need to work on your resume. You need to work on your skill sets. And so the oracle card I got was Ingwa's seed. So it's a seed that you need to plant. So you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in your success. So even if there's someone who is, preventing you from excelling in your current position, there's still things that you can do to invest in your future. And those take action. Those take wisdom, and they take mastery over your emotions and over your finances. So that's that. I don't know if that helps, but that's what I got. So.
Lovely. And you said yes to, I believe that was being in management.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for letting us read for you, Paul.
Yes, thank you.
And next up, hold on, Jennifer, aka Ninny. She put that Jennifer's actually her real name. What does Spirit want me to know? My life is not so good lately. My heart is hurting. Oh no, boo-boo. All right. What do we use for you? Your heart is hurting. All right. Let me see. Did these show up on camera? Yes, okay. Thank you, Maureen. Give me one shot. One shot of adrenaline. Adrenaline. 5 points if anyone could tell me where that song is from. Give me one shot of adrenaline.
Nope. No clue.
Nope.
Nope.
It's RuPaul.
Oh, okay.
I love watching RuPaul. It just calms me down. It makes me laugh. Okay. So, Ninny, it's time for you to lip sync for your life. So, everybody, I'll let you do that. All right, here's what I got for you, boo. Pulling three cards, and I'm pulling it from I can't remember the name of this deck, but it's a deck I use for shadow work when things seem to be going all fuckered up. Okay. Yes, Maureen RuPaul is awesome. No, I didn't watch that. The Netflix show, Something in the Queen. No, I just never got around to it and then forgot about it. I had totally forgotten about it until you mentioned it right now. So I'll probably end up seeing it. So, Ninny, things aren't going good for you right now. Here's what I pulled for you. They're all powerful cards. The first card I drew for you is the Hermit in reverse. Now, I would show you, but the pictures on here aren't real cool. Plus, I've got tremors. There you go. So, the Hermit in reverse is saying you might be stuck in a phase of inaction. Okay, it might be time. You ever heard the phrase, shit or get off the pot? Now is the time for things to happen. You've stayed on the sidelines long enough. It's time for you to step out and be yourself, not what other people expect you to be. The next card I drew for you is the Star card, but I drew it in reverse, which means the reason you haven't stepped out and taken on who you're supposed to be yet is because there might be a lack of direction happening. You might be unsure of yourself moving forward. AJ and the Queen, that's what it was called. Thanks, Julianne. There might be a lack of direction. I see that maybe you pulled back to regather yourself and find yourself, but you haven't been able to see exactly where to go. Okay? The next card I drew for you, the last card, is... you can't really tell what the fuck that picture is, but it's the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Spheres. It's in reverse. The way I'm reading this for you... Oh, dear. Let's block you, you poor little creature. There we go. Yeah. For those who didn't know, Tarot Destroyer has proven to be an awful human being. So we're just going to skip them out. And since I don't have any mods in the room right now, we'll do it ourselves. There we go. So the Queen of Pentacles is saying you need to pay attention to details. You need to pay attention to what's happening around you, what you value. All right. this card is associated with Taurus, and Taurus is all about what you value. All right. I think you haven't found the path that's right for you yet, the true path. I'm excited because if I'm seeing these cards like this, it means you're about to find your path, your direction. So good luck with that. If there's anything I can do, shoot me an email. Kristen, what do you have?
Okay, so I pulled from the Healing Heart Oracle as the first card, and I got Co-Creative Heart, look for clear signs. And how I read this is being co-creative, it's about not isolating yourself from other people. Don't isolate yourself from the people that might be able to help you, bring you soothing, be supportive, or just a balm, a balm on your heart when it's aching, just a distraction, and look for clear signs. I think it's just saying, look out for, you're going to be receiving information. There's going to be some information coming in. This could be learned through just insight, through meditation. It could be from someone else, but just keep your ears open, or your eyes, or your soul. Keep it open for some wisdom that can come to you to help you. Now, I also did the Reclaim, with the 3 cards for the Reclaim Oracle, and I got Blame and Jealousy. Those are the first 2 cards, were Blame and Jealousy. So I don't know what your situation is, but blame and jealousy are very difficult emotions. They are very heavy emotions. And so I don't know if you've been manipulated, you've been treated poorly, that there's something you're longing for with the jealousy card, like you feel insecure, like you don't have a footing, and you're seeing other people, you're like, oh, well, why do they have it so good? I wish I was more like them. It's saying, like, stop that thinking, because you're badass in your own right, So the other card I got was Stillness. And this is saying, when those thoughts, those ruminations of, beating yourself up, the sadness, the negativity, when that starts getting overwhelming, it's time to be still. It's time to calm down. It's time to just center yourself and tell yourself that you are worth it. You are worth it. That you are a light, and it's your light is dim right now because things are so difficult. But just remember that you are a light, and things are going to improve. I think things are going to improve. I also pulled for the Star Rune Oracle 2 cards. I got Manas, the self. So I think this is about working on yourself. This is about, making yourself a priority. And I also got Isa, focus. So I think this is goes back to the stillness. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on yourself, focus on your healing. Be what's the word am I looking for?
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Be aggressive with your own healing. Going back to the first card, Co-Creative Heart. Maybe you need some counseling. Maybe there's a support group. Maybe just, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that you're going to find a therapist and suddenly everything's going to be better. It doesn't work that way. But it's just saying be an active participant in your own healing. So that's what I have for you. Yeah.
Thank you for letting us read for you. I like the nickname Ninny. That's cool.
That's cute.
That is a cool name. All right, so I think that's all our questions. You're welcome, love. Just going back over. Does anybody have
Shaylee. Someone named Shaylee. May it please be on you, Miss
Shaylee?
Shaylee.
Okay. Shaylee, go ahead and ask your question. Shaylee or Charlie? Yes, please ask your question, my dear. Ask thy question. Oh, here, wait. Ask thy question. I got you in too, Julie. What messages does your guides have for you? Okay, it's Shaylee. All right, perfect. I'm Mexican, so I go, Chale. Would you prefer Oracle or Tarot? Melissa, I skipped you. I didn't mean to do that, my dear. Okay, I've got you, and yes, you will go next. All right. Would you prefer tarot cards or oracle cards, Shaylee? I'll take a sip while you do that.
No preference.
Okay, tarot it is. Sometimes I wake up and I've got a message from Gerald Schwab saying sip, and it just makes my day for the rest of the day. It really does. There we go. That's what we want. Almost forgot about this. One, two, three. Ooh. Doesn't seem right. Let me shuffle these up a little more.
Shaylee says, I need a sip or maybe a few bottles of wine. I get it.
My favorite wine is Riesling.
Oh.
I like sweet wines.
Traditionally, I like rosé. French rosé is my usual preference.
I only drink rosé when I'm mixing it with something to make a spritzer.
Yeah.
But I don't really drink anymore, so.
I don't drink much anymore either. I used to drink a lot of wine, a lot, but not anymore.
Okay, I got some cards for you, and we're using the Mythic Tarot. It was my mommy's deck. The first card I drew for you was the Two of Pentacles. So this says you're juggling some things. You're trying to figure out how to manage everything all at once. Unfortunately, that's not the way things work. You're going to have to choose. There's a choice that you're going to have to make. And I say choice because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the seed, the new beginning that makes something grow. And that card is between, where are they? Two twos. Look at that. These are both twos. The Two of Pentacles and an upside down Two of Cups. So this looks like your choice is between practicality and emotion. I get a feeling somebody's trying to make you have a choice. Somebody's trying to force a choice on you. I'm going to pull another card for you because I hate just leaving it like that. The choice I'm seeing here on one side is dissatisfaction. On the other side, growth and expansion. Which path and how to get there? This is a difficult one. Okay. Yeah, spirit is pushing you. Well, if spirit is pushing you, that means you have a destiny that needs to be addressed. Your spirit is trying to tell you that it's time to shit or get off the pot. Right? It's time to move forward. If there's dissatisfaction happening in your life right now, you need to change that to growth and spiritual abundance. All right. We know cups deal with spirituality as well as emotion. I think fear is what's stopping you. Fear that you're going to do something wrong. Fear that you won't have the right answers. Fear that you'll open up your mouth and say the wrong thing and people will point and laugh or something. I got news for you. You're not going to have all the answers right away, boo. You have to learn over time. And yeah, you're going to make mistakes and probably people will point out things you haven't thought of. Accept it as a learning experience, not as, oh my God, I didn't know the answer. Learn, all right? The final card I drew for you is the Page of Swords in reverse. This is the student card. This is why I said what I said, all right? This card should be like this. Instead, it's like this. That tells me that something is stopping you from proceeding and learning what you need to learn, and that something is fear, right? So you're going to need to probably do some shadow work and find out what exactly you're afraid of. So my favorite thing to do is 20 questions. Ask yourself the 20 question game and see if you can identify exactly what's wrong with what's blocking you. I would advise doing a guided chakra meditation, because that's popping in my head right now. And if you have Amazon, say, hey Alexa, play guided chakra meditation for me. And it will play you a 15-minute guided chakra meditation that is so good. I play it like 2-3 times a night. I really enjoy it. It just relaxes me, centers my chakras, and allows me to cut the BS loose. And believe me, I must have played that thing hundreds of times over the past couple of weeks. It really, truly works. So what do you have, my dear?
Okay, so the first card I got is Strut. Am I carrying myself with love? So you got the Strut card. And so I think what this is saying is just, what is Strut? It's having the confidence. It's moving forward, in spite of, fear or the unknown. You got this. That's what this is about. To say, you got this. That's the message that I'm getting. So 2 of the cards, the tarot cards that I pulled, were the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. And to me, what this is telling me is, the 8 of Cups, the person is like walking away from these cups. And yes, exactly. And just how you carry yourself through the world. It's letting other people know that, you're not to be messed with. But this ultimately is a spiritual reading. So I think this is this 8 of Cups. The person is walking away from these cups. They're in search for those other 2 cups. This is about your spiritual journey. This is about going deeper into it. This is about having the confidence and the strength, because I got the strength cards, the strength to push into the fear and go deeper. You might have to go deeper into childhood wounds. You might have to go deeper into things about yourself that you don't like, that you need to work on. Either way, you're being called to a higher evolution. And the last card I got, I pulled Tiwa's sacrifice. So the sacrifices is, I think this is saying there's something you need to give up. I mean, just plain as day. You know, there's something that's holding you back that you need to give up. That could be something as simple as social media. Are you using social media too much? Are you too dependent on it? Are you scrolling and scrolling and scrolling? You know, that will get in the way of your spiritual development, things like that. So that's the reading I have. So you are being called to a higher state, a higher spiritual state, and you just need to push with courage through it. So yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, what she said. Thank you for letting us read for you, my dear. It sounds like you're headed for an upgrade. Both of our readings, if you add them together, it sounds like you're headed for a power upgrade. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, we skipped over Melissa, and then we're gonna do Julianne. Okay. So hi, Melissa. Tarot cards or oracle cards, my dear? And did you have a specific question? We'll give you a second to type that out. What's the weather like where you're at over there, Kristen?
It's cold. Very cold. Wintry, blustery. So
she says, very down and confused, so you may played by a guy, and now you keep seeing angel numbers and feeling down. Okay. Well, we're going to do a general reading for you and see what spirit has for you. And it's funny because I grabbed this deck and I hadn't realized I grabbed it. This is my Native American deck. I think it's Shaman Wisdom Oracle. Shuffle up a little bit. It snowed there in Utah. I thought we were over all that crap. I want to start taking care of my front yard again. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, Melissa. All right. So you feel you might have been played by this guy. Was it with somebody you knew? This is you, boo. Do you think you got played by him with somebody that you knew and were familiar with? Online, but not in person. Okay. The reason I ask is I drew 3 cards the two cards on either side we'll get to, but the one in the middle is the Maiden of Vessels. This is you, basically the Princess of Cups. This is somebody who is seeking emotionally, trying to learn. The two cards on either side are the Matriarch of Shields, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Warrior of Shields, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Both of those cards are reversed. So my first response to you is, yeah, there's probably another person in the picture. I don't think that this Knight is being honest with you. Mind you, take everything we say with a grain of salt. Make your own decisions. I'm going to throw two cards down for this Knight. And the two cards I drew for him were a reverse. Reverse Two of Wands. And a Five of Pentacles. This guy doesn't look like he's a good dude. Alright. At least not from my perspective. I hope I'm wrong, but if you're asking, did you get played? Chances are you didn't get played, but he wasn't completely honest with you. Alright? I'm not sure what your definition of played is, but I'm seeing a lack of honesty. Kristen, what do you see?
Okay, so I pulled from the Reclaim Oracle, and you got closure. So this is what you need to process towards, is closure about this particular individual. You got the Eight of Wands and then the Seven of Wands. And so to me, this is telling me like he has taken the energy out of your sails. You know, he has taken the wind out of your sails. I'm mixing metaphors here. And you are now on guard. You're now a little paranoid. You're now a little hurt. And you don't know what to do with that. You don't know what to do with those feelings. And a third tarot card I got is the Magician. This is a card of personal power. This is a card of saying you have everything that you need in order to find the closure. You know, to get to the closure, you need to be able to basically just own your badassness and the fact that you are enough as you are. And like anything that he has done says nothing about your worth. Says nothing about who you are, says nothing about, you know, what the future holds for you. You got Unfurl, Yura Unfurl. We got that earlier as well. And this is telling me that you need to move on. Like that this is the message that I'm getting, is that even if he makes an appearance again, this is telling me to just, I'm not going to say, don't give him another chance. I'm not going to say that because that's not up to me. That's up to you. But what I'm saying is that you need to, there's some maturation, you know, some maturity that you need to do. So there's some evolution that you need to go through in order to get from here, you know, with the wind out of your sails, to the Magician, you know, owning your own power. And then the last card I got was Hungry Heart, Awaken the True Song of Your Heart. And this is a couple. They're sort of in this love-making kind of energy. And I think what this is saying is that it's not over. You know, it's whatever happened with this gentleman. Your journey is not over. You know, whatever, you know, you have to process the pain. You got to process it. You can't suppress it. But know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that you're going to get past this. So that's the message that I have.
There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. Thank you for letting us read for you, my dear. Now, we've got one more reading that we're going to go ahead and do. Thank you, Melissa, again. That was, so I guess what we're both advising you is just go into things with your eyes open and assume he's probably not telling you everything. Right? And good luck to you, my dear. So, next up, we've got Julianne. Julianne, would you like tarot cards or oracle cards? And do you have a specific question? You're going to be closing out our night tonight. She said, hiya.
Hiya.
Or is that hiya? I'm not sure. Thank you, Ange. Over at the Frankenstein place. That's going to be in my head all night. I wish Heather were here. She could have it in her head, too.
Tarot. General about career and side hustles.
You got it, my dear. Night, Melissa. And you missed one of our favorite people. Tarot Destroyer was here. Bless their little hearts. I wish there were a way to find out who they are so I could go to the house and say, please stop. But I'm pretty sure they're in the Philippines because of the way the font shows up. Or Vietnam. Oh, they gave Bill problems in his life. That sucks. We really need to find a way to find out who they are. Okay, so here's what I got for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm using my Healing Light Tarot, my personalized Healing Light Tarot. Yes, I will be bragging about that until I die. In fact, I have left instructions when I die. This deck goes in my hand. The first card I drew for you is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Hold on a second. Sometimes I do, Ange. Sometimes I do, and I have a feeling on a couple people, and I hope I'm wrong, but yes.
It's me. I admit it.
I knew it, you bitch! All right, here it is. This is what I wanted to pull up about your career and side hustle. I think that connections are an issue with you where work is concerned. I don't know what you do for a living. What? When I get the 5 of Swords in reverse, this is betrayal taken to the utmost for me. This is people actively working against you in some way, shape, or form. When I add the next card in, it gives it a little more clarity. It becomes people taking advantage of you and your time and wanting constantly from you and not willing to give in return. The next card I drew for you is the Devil in reverse. Now, it's a great card. When it's reversed, this means, for me, it means you're not able to see a way out of your current situation without letting somebody down. I think that is your big issue. You don't like to upset other people or let them down. But what that translates to is people will I just see being trapped by invisible chains. People want too much from you and you supply it. You gotta stop that. Don't. Alright. If you stay the course as things are now without bringing change, then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. That victory isn't happening. The clarifier card I threw out for you is the Ten of Cups. Now, although this is the happily ever ending card, the happily ever after card, what I'm seeing here is the aspect of it is Pisces. This is a Pisces card, and that means the end of something. Okay, so you need to bring an end to the current behavior where people take advantage of you. All right, you need to put your foot down a little bit more and let everybody know from now on what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. Kristen, what do you have?
Okay, for the current situation, I pulled 3 cards and I got the Nine of Swords. And this is the Nightmare card. So I lost everything but moving toward another career. So that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so like the issue at hand is, okay, so we have the Nightmare card. So this whatever has been going on has been keeping you up at night. If not literally, then metaphorically, it's weighing on you, on your thoughts, and it's keeping you from sort of emotionally leaving it behind and moving forward. But you also got the Tower. This is the shit show card. This is the card that no one wants to get because it's not a great card, but it speaks to what you're dealing with. It speaks to the Tower is this structure that is being taken down, but the Tower also has a foundation that a very strong foundation that you can rebuild on. You know, with your creativity, with your tenacity, with your intellect, you can rebuild from the ashes that your past issue, you know, resulted in. You also got the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is often seen as the, oh, things are shitty, but there's 2 cups that are still upright. So, you know, you have a lot to be grateful for. But this card can also be about not seeing your worth. You know, it can be about not feeling like you've earned the success that is owed you. And so maybe there's some of that thought going on that maybe, you know, all the hard work was for nothing. that you, I don't want to say that you don't deserve the success. I'm not saying that you're saying that you don't deserve success, but I think it's saying that it's not recognizing the hard work that you've put in. That's what I'm going to say. You're not seeing it clearly. And so the situation, as it moves forward, I got the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of industry and a card collaboration. So I'm wondering if this card is calling you to network with other people. There's other people who might be of asset to you in your coming endeavors. Then you got the Three of Swords, which can be a card of grief, but I think this is talking about what you're leaving behind, you know, the hurt. That's the stuff that is going to drag you down if you let it. But you have the strength to move on. And you get the Three of Wands next, which is about moving on. It's a travel card. It's about calling your ships to port and putting into action the plans that you've made. So I think this is saying that that you are ready to expand, that you are at that precipice to be able to expand creatively and you know, with your intellect, a new level to what you're developing. And so I pulled a shadow card, and you got the Visionary, which is the Fool card. And I'm going to read this intuitively because this is Vincent van Gogh. And Vincent van Gogh did not stick around long enough to see the success that he created. You know, life just got to him. It got to be too much. And he did not see what happened after he passed away. The genius that he was, he did not see this. So I think what this is saying is that you're blind. You're a little blind to just how awesome you are. Just the vision that you need to have is you're not fully grasping what you're capable of. So yeah, so that's how I'm going to read that. So.
Almost forgot I had my mic muted. Thank you, Julie, for letting us read for you. And unless there's anybody else, I think we're going to call it. Kristen, what do you got coming up?
I might do a video, a ramble in the woods, which I haven't done in like a year and a half. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be on Heather's channel and Angie's channel. So I don't remember what days. Sorry.
Everybody wants a piece of Kristen. I can't make a growling sound. What do I have coming up? I have a Behind the Cards coming up with Allison, Aries girl, and then I've got a 420 coming up next week. It's next week or tomorrow, I can't remember. With Joey Potts, the Veil Cottage Witch, my homegirl and my High Priestess. And then I'm thinking actually of going on late in the middle of the night tonight just to see what the vibe is like.
Okay.
Yeah. So that ought to be fun. So if you're an insomniac, you may see me at 3, 4 in the morning. I really want to see what it's like. Yeah. So, Kristen, I think you're an amazing woman. And stick around backstage so we could talk. And everybody else, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Please like and subscribe to Kristen's channel and my channel if you haven't done so already. And love you guys. Talk to you later.